Object-Oriented PHP, Module 1, the class construct. Here we have a big problem. The fields variable is currently assigned to an array with the values of username, password, and hair color. Then later on, we decide to integrate a third-party extension that has specific functionality for a crop rotation. But that library has a variable named fields as well, and it is assigned to different values of soybeans, corn, and potatoes. When the code is parsed, the original value for the fields array is lost and will likely cause an error in our application. This is called a naming collision. Encapsulating this fields assignment into a function is the traditional way to solve the naming collision problem. We now can encapsulate that function inside of a class construct that will also provide the protection we need, but allow us to encapsulate the function code itself and store it in a simple variable. The class construct. For the rest of this session, I will introduce the class construct, show its syntax, and how it encapsulates and creates its own scope. In later sessions, I will introduce the individual components of a class, that being properties, methods, and constants, and a few best practices regarding each of these components. What is a class? Well, it's a container, a box. It encapsulates and protects its contents and, with visibility, provides a measure of content access control. That means the class components may or may not even be accessible from some other scope. The values and code we place inside the class are protected from the type of naming collisions that we saw earlier. It also provides a very robust means of code reuse, as you will see going forward. Class encapsulation and scope. On the left, we have a class container represented as what's called a UML diagram. That's short for Unified Modeling Language. The UML, in this case, shows containing properties and methods. Within the class, these member items are protected from naming collisions. Encapsulation. As it relates to software development, I found this on the Wikipedia org website. Encapsulation is the packing of data and functions into a single component. It allows the selective hiding of properties and methods in an object by building an impenetrable wall to protect the code from accidental corruption, and that's exactly what we're doing with the class. The class construct syntax looks like this: the keyword class, then the class name, and as a best practice, use title casing for the name and then camel casing for each word thereafter in the name, then a set of curly braces. To demo and confirm the naming collision problem, we see our IDE here with the fields variable assignment and the addition of the crop rotation extension and subsequent field variable reassignment. To verify, I will run the code and see that the printr statement does in fact confirm our reassignment. And there it is. So let's build a class. We'll call it form, and in our IDE this will be our starting point. Next up, class properties.